the majority of them should go to, Jordan High School. I know there was a situation once that I asked some young men that resided in Imperial Courts, and I asked them, I said, if there was something that you would like to do that we could help you with or assist you with in the community, what would that be? And one gentleman said that he would just love to go to a regular high school. And I said, what high school is that? He said, Jordan High School, or just go there and not have any issues. But as we know, certain communities, they just can't get along with other communities, and certain guys wouldn't feel comfortable going to those particular schools.
Imperial Courts can't go to Jordan High School because of crossing the boundaries, and Nicholson Gardens can't go to Jordan High School. Gonzaga Village can't go to Jordan High School. The only area that's free and can attend that high school is Jordan Downs. So what do you have? You have a number of kids being bussed out to other schools, which is really difficult and hard on the parents, and it's also hard on the children. And so if that part, that can be safe passage, if that can be corrected, and I think that it's going to take the parents.
I feel that something should be done. Safety issues, which we do have, like safe passage issues, but apparently others are not feeling too comfortable about things if they're unable to go to that particular high school. So I definitely believe that everyone should be allowed to go to the high schools that are in their particular area.
Markham picks up all of the areas, like the Jordan Down, Imperial Courts, the Nicholson Garden, Gonzaga Village, and non-development. It's at that point and at that middle school where the separation begins, because after graduation, it's almost like they have to pick sides. While they're from the 8th on down, 8th grade on down, 7th grade on down, they're intertwined and intermingling with each other. When they get ready to graduate from Markham, it's when there's a graduating year is where the problems start, because they have to then take sides, meaning the boundaries come into play, colors come into play, gang violence, gang participation, all of that comes into play. And then they become victims of their own environment. And that holds true for Jordan Down also. If we could make Jordan, which is their home school, everyone attending Markham, their home school is Jordan High School.
Everyone has to work together. You have to get the individuals within the community, the parents within the community, to just say that's fed up with what's going on in the community, and be able to take their kids to the high school. I think there should be a truce, within the community, which the ladies and guys in the community should feel comfortable going to, let's be specific, Jordan High School. Just look at it. If you had individuals from all around Watts that are able to go to Jordan High School, I think Jordan would be an even more successful school. We have to make sure, number one, that the academics are at a particular level, that the kids want to go there to strive and to do academically well. And in addition to that, you have a lot of sports programs there. And then if you have the young people involved in the sports programs there, instead of having to bus out and go to separate schools, Jordan would have a dominant, athletic program with all the athletes that are in this particular area. So I think, to answer your question, I think it's going to take everyone, to make this thing work.
Believe it or not, and truth be told, the parents are the one that's lingering this crazy madness on through their children. And if they could nip it in the bud and pass that on, then all the problems with school attendance and busing would be resolved.
I attended Locke High School. I attended Gompers Junior High School, and I attended 107th Street School. And I had family members that actually attended Jordan High School. And I would have to go to Jordan High School to watch Locke play Jordan. And it was unfortunate that there weren't a whole lot of people from Locke going to those games, just out of fear. And I didn't have that fear, and it's a great possibility because my cousins went there, and I just didn't fear going to Jordan High School. But you know, I think even if my cousins didn't go there, I would have faith in myself because I wasn't involved, you know, with gang activity. I would have felt comfortable going just to see a game, and just dealt with the consequences as they arise.
Eventually, you know, trying to go find another high school outside of Watts, but I really couldn't do the commute all the time. My mom didn't really have the money all the time to bus me out there, and eventually it just got tiring, and money came more of an option for me, and I eventually dropped out because I couldn't go to a school that's right down the street from my house. You know, couldn't go to the next local school, and then I had to get, you know, bussed out to another high school where I'm not familiar with the area, and I mean, it affected me in a long way. You know, I just lost all motivation and stuff, like, cause it was just already hard, like, so, you feel me, like, that's how it affected me. Like, I really didn't care to go to school. It wasn't like I was dumb or nothing like that. Like, you know, I'm real smart, you know, I wanted to go to school, get my high school diploma and all that, but just going through that process and just hearing how the schools that like going to take it because of gang-related issues or problems that they was already having was just crazy to me. So I just, you know, did my thing and used the resources that I could use and wait till something came available to me, and then that's when I found out about YouthBuild, and I went there, and you know, and ever since then, that changed everything around. That's still a commute from Watts to Venice, but that's just how it affected me in many ways, and still affect a lot of people too. But hopefully it'll change one day. Hopefully.